Alright guys, please forgive the background noise, but we're going to do a real fast oil change on the 99 Toyota Corolla. Now has 258,000 and change on it. We're going to be using the new Valvoline Restore and Protect 5W30. I bought 6 quarts. I'm going to put the full 5-quart jug in here even though this holds 4 because it's going to immediately start burning oil. I run 2050 in this thing, so going to 530 from 2050, I'm going to see some consumption increase. But I'm kind of hoping that this does its job and cleans the engine up a bit. But let's go ahead and get this thing up on ramps and get this oil change started. Fire this up. We're at 258,369 miles on the odometer, starting the engine. Let's get it up on these ramps. Alright, it's up on ramps. Shut it down. And I'll be back with you guys when we're under the car. Alright, we are under the car. There's the filter. There's the drain plug. We're going to be installing a Fumoto drain valve so I don't have to keep pulling this plug out every time. The threads aren't feeling so great. They've seen better days and I'd rather not continue stripping it out. I did have some work done. She's got some new engine mounts, 2 new engine mounts and new sway bar links. You can see it over there, and the links in the rear have been replaced so it no longer clunks all over the place. But let's go ahead and use the improper tool to do this. Alright, got my trusty wrench here to cooperate. Get this drain plug out. Threads, I can tell they're not doing so hot because you have to use the wrench all the way out and not just part of the way out. So I don't think she's got many screws left in her. There's about 4-ish thousand miles on this oil with a quart top off in between. That's what it looks like. You can still see light through it, so it's not the worst oil ever. It's really, really hot though. It's not that bad. Still pretty clean. Down to a drip now. Take the liberty of getting this oil filter out. Hopefully, I already kind of loosened it up a little bit. That's nice and hot, went all over my phone. That's awesome. Oh, that's hot, hot, hot. I just drove home from work and then immediately decided to do this, so. Make sure the gasket came off the end of the filter, which it did. Alright, I put some oil around the O-ring on this STP filter. That just needs to be on there hand tight. So you can't hand tighten anymore. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. I'm the only one that hates where they place the cameras on these phones. It's right where my finger wants to be. It's very annoying. So a new gasket on the Fumoto valve. Alright, Fumoto valve is tight, so that's closed. You push it up and over like that. It's spring loaded for open and drain. And then it's got a little locking tab that I have to put on there to make sure that doesn't move, which I just dropped. Tab is installed, and that's how you make sure it doesn't go anywhere. It won't go anywhere anyway, but that's how you be extra secure with that. New filter's good to go. Let's go up top and put some oil in this thing. Alright, so I've got the oil cap off, and just to give you a before, this is what it looks like down in there. Real nasty. Can't really see down to the engine much, but I figured it would be a slight before and after. Here's the underside of the oil cap. As you can see, it's all gungy and sludgy. So the Restore and Protect has its work cut out for it. I'm going to change that 10,000 mile filter probably in about 2,000 miles, 1,500 to 2,000 miles. About every 2,000 miles for the duration of this change, which will be roughly 6,000 or 7,000 miles, I think. I'm going to spin a new filter on it every 2,000 miles so that this oil can do its job properly and not put the filter into bypass. Alright, let's add the oil. Oops, preferably not all over the spark plugs. Would be great. Alright, let's see where we're at. That's roughly a little over 4 quarts. It's like 4.2. This holds 3.9 with a filter, so it should be just over full. Let's go ahead and pull this out. Tap it off. There's a little leak everywhere. That down there, stay, put the cap back on, fire it up, and check for leaks, and check the level, which should be slightly over full, which is perfectly fine, because give this thing roughly 1,000 miles, and it'll be a quart low. Just gonna make sure nothing's leaking right now, or not draining into the pan. Good. Let's see how long it takes the STP filter to build oil pressure, because I did not pre-fill the filter. Alright, let's keep an eye out for oil pressure. And it built pressure immediately. You could hear how rattly it was without the pressure. And let's go check for leaks. No leaks. All looks good. And let's back it off of this and check the level. They put the camera right where my hand wants to be, because I film with the other hand. Come on. Okay. All good. And let's shut it down and check the level. Alright. I gotta wipe it, so give me 2 seconds. And we are just above the full mark. If you can see that, they're dead on the money. Awesome. Well, here's the oil change on the 99 Toyota Corolla with 258,316 or something like that miles. And I'll give you guys an update on how this oil does, because this engine has been neglected, so it's the right engine for the test.